If you're feeling anything like me and you feel like you have an endless to-do list, or you feel like the mental load that you're carrying is really taking up mental bandwidth, I want to share how I'm feeling and how it's going for myself. Listen, I'm literally a mum of 3 kids working full-time and have a family, household, you know, job to keep down, 3 kids to look after, and the challenges that come with that are pretty high, pretty high. And I find myself in a place where I'm constantly running that silent mental to-do list in my head all the time. And I've literally reached a point as of this morning. It was about 2:30 this morning. I woke up out of my sleep and the first thing I thought about was literally the things on my to-do list that I have to do. And I was like, it's 2:30 in the morning. I should be sleeping. How am I thinking about this? Why am I thinking about this? And I tried to ignore it, but still came back to the same thing of thinking about things that I have to do at work today, tomorrow. And I was like, what is going on? How is this happening? So I felt compelled and inspired to create this video because you're probably a parent, a mum yourself, going through the same thing and wanting to know literally how others do it. Well, I will show you what I'm doing over the next day or so just to help kind of relieve the mental pressure in my brain so I can get some sleep. The first thing I did when I woke up is I got my son literally just to start writing down the list of things that need to be done around the house, things that need to be done around the house, but also things that we need to do externally. So some of them, like, I've got to take a parcel to the post office, but to be able to do that, I've got to print off the label. The kids have got athletics championships this weekend. I want to print off the actual schedule of what's going to happen. So between myself and my husband, we can figure out who's going to attend which sessions or on what day, etc. You know, all of that kind of stuff needs to happen. To give you a quick update to let you know how I'm getting on. It's now lunchtime. I have managed to cross off 2 things on the list, which feels so good, as well as do my regular work day and everything like that. Feeling less overwhelmed and feeling like I can actually get on with the rest of my day. Now I'm heading back to work, but I realized whilst I was having my lunch that there are a couple of things that I need to sell online on Facebook Marketplace. I need to get those done, so I'm going to add them to my list as well so that I don't forget and don't have a situation like I did earlier on this morning where I was sitting down to write the list and then I completely blanked out and I was like, what is it that I need to do? I think the lesson that I've learned is that I need to make sure that I always have a notebook to hand so I can just write them down and just get them out of my head so that I don't end up forgetting. Oh my goodness. Good morning, good morning. We are out running our errands this morning. One of the things I did last night, which was really, really helpful, was I wrote my list before I went to bed and I felt so much more clearer. And I actually rewrote it all again, but felt so much better, feel clear about what I need to do today. Got athletics championships today. Yeah, so, and it's going to be a hot day today, over 30 degrees I think, almost 10 o'clock, and we're gonna go and get our errands done, ready for the day ahead.
Off to athletics!
And then off to athletics, that's right. No monkeys. Let's go. Take parcel to the post office.
Day 2.
It's day 2, the championship.
So hot. I just finished having an icy cold.
Yeah. I had a cookie. Did you have an icy pole, buddy?
Yes.
Yes, we did. It's about 37 degrees it's going to be today. I'm watching Big Curl do his long jump and 200 meters today. So yeah, it's going to be a good day.
I already did my mental today, which is like 100 and 400.
And 400,
Yeah.
that's right. She gave it everything she's got. Did really well. Did pop up. All right.
So hot.
It's still hot though. It's still hot as anything. So the interesting thing that happened between recording the original footage and this, heaps has happened in between that time. I had to head to Brisbane for a work trip. I also had to kids events, all of that. Hashtag life happened in between. But the interesting thing that did happen is that I picked up a notebook whilst I was in Brisbane just to help me focus and get my notes and everything down in order. As you know, I'd been writing them on notebooks up until that time. And I kind of went on this, oh my goodness, YouTube rabbit hole of bullet journaling and all of this stuff. Anyway, long story short, I'm not doing that, but I took the notebook and I bought it just to note down all of the things that I needed to do consistently, things that were happening during the week, just like I had been, but now I have it all in one place and it's become my little trusty friend. But the thing I want to take away from over these last few weeks is that writing everything down, especially before I go to bed, has really been a game changer for me, to at least help me get my thoughts out of my head and have them down on paper so that I'm not lying in bed awake at night running that mental to-do list in my head. So I think that's my biggest takeaway. I think I'm going to continue with it. I don't know. Let me know in the comments whether you have any tips or hacks or whatever it is for literally just getting through life. Trying to relieve that mental to-do list, workload, whatever it is, especially if it's to do with family and everything. Bullet journaling is a whole thing and I didn't even know. You guys didn't even tell me. So let me know in the comments if you found this video useful. I've enjoyed doing this one. Please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this and just generally doing life, because you know, this adulting stuff is hard. Until next time, bye.